Howdy folks, I'm Unruly Uranium, urgently unleashing uneasy urchins.
I'm Amber.
And here are more uneasy urchins for us to release into the wild that are also radioactive. They're very radioactive urchins, and this is why Uranium is releasing them. It's part of the taking over of the world plan of Uranium. Let's get started. Folks, you know it's not even out of October yet, and we're already talking about Christmas. Let's get started. Am I the jerk for rejecting my ex's offer to do a joint Christmas with our son? I have an 8-year-old son with my ex. We separated almost 4 years ago when I learned that he was sleeping around through most of our marriage, and he even had a girlfriend for over a year. He moved in with her after I started the divorce proceedings. Their son was born during the divorce. Ex and I share custody and split Christmas every year. We do all of our communications through an app, or we're supposed to, anyways. Whenever I see the ex's mom, who lives 20 minutes from me, she always mentions how she wishes I was the mom to her other grandson, and how sad he is that he doesn't have a mom. I was always a little suspicious of the comments like that because what good do they do? It made me aware that he and his family might want me to be involved in this little boy's life. Well, last week, X texted me and said that he was thinking about the future, how he has 2 boys, and how he wants his son to grow up with memories of Christmas always including his brother, and maybe having more family than he currently does. So, how about we stop with the conflict and come together every Christmas, and I could get to know his son more, and be part of his life, and we both could see our son on Christmas Day. He brought up how our son isn't really as close to his son as he wanted him to be, and that his son smiles whenever he sees me and would love to interact with me. The text was long, and he brought up a lot of points. To sum it up, he wants us to do joint Christmas going forward, and for me to be in his son's life. I ignored the part about his son, and I said no joint Christmas. X did not leave it there, and he tried convincing me by using the "I know you hate Christmas when our son isn't with you," and he's not wrong. But we are not going to get along enough for that. His cheating ended any chance for that. I also do not want his son to become attached to me or seek me as a mother figure. I said no, and no again when he didn't give up, and I stopped replying. I saw the ex and his mom Wednesday when I was grabbing some groceries while my son was at his best friend's house. They came up to me and said that I should be more compassionate and see the win in having Christmas all together. His mom again mentioned how it's sad that he doesn't have a mom, and X told me that I'm going to come between our boys if our son figures out how much I don't want to be around his other brother. He told me to do better and stop being such a jerk to him and our son. His mom was like, "Be the amazing mom that we know you are." She wasn't mad, but he was furious, and I know it won't be the last time he brings it up. Am I the jerk? Alright, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
No, OP is not the jerk here. She has no obligation to raise her ex's affair child.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can roll my eyes enough at this. I tried. I don't know if I was successful or not, but the thing is this. This is so ridiculous. Like, this guy, what is his problem?
Right, like, there would be no issues if he hadn't stepped out on his marriage repeatedly, you know? And the fact that he and his mom are now trying to make OP play happy family and raise his child because being a single dad isn't all it's cracked up to be.
So, okay. The mother.
Mm-hmm.
The mother in this situation. OP's ex's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't she act as a maternal figure in the
Exactly.
boys' lives, if that's what they're looking for, right? Why is this up to OP to fulfill this role?
Well, because she can't live in his house 24/7. Like, this is a small step to trying to get her to become, maybe not his partner, but, like, take the kids from him and basically do, like, an equal custody sharing type of deal.
Okay. Suppose for a moment that he hadn't cheated, right? And that they just had ended the relationship amicably, and then he was looking to get back together with them. And that might be a little bit of a slightly different situation, but the fact that he cheated on her, he hurt her, he ruined their relationship, he was sleeping around with the other people for the entire duration of the relationship, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Why would she want to play Happy Family with this guy? Like, he
Right.
had his chance at playing Happy Family. He ruined it.
Yeah, well, and why is his mom like not mad at him? I would think if I was his mom, I would have gone very low contact with him only to see the kids, and
Yeah.
that's it. Because she should see him as a disgrace.
Well, I mean, I can understand family sticking with family. I mean, there's the precedent that, if you're family, you kind of stick together and, you sometimes look past. Let me phrase it this way. You wouldn't always be friends with the people who are in your family. And we're willing to look past some of those flaws because they are family, whether that's right or wrong. I mean, those are the familial bonds, and I can't blame her for not abandoning him, but she shouldn't be pressuring OP.
Yeah, trying to bully Opie, who's been the victim in all of this, and like, you should be the new mom for my grandson.
Yeah,
Like,
when you make such a great mother, no, come on, this is just ridiculous, ridiculous. Well, let me know what you folks think. Maybe I'm being too harsh.
no. It sounds like they have some kind of court appointed, they're supposed to be talking through an app. It might be worth bringing that up to your lawyer if he's harassing you outside of the app.
Yeah.
That might be a violation of the agreement you have.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
the
mean, that's a
court
good point.
might be able to help get him to back off.
Yeah, but let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, and we have a little bit of an update. This letter we read a couple days ago. Am I the jerk for helping my niece against my sister's wishes?
Yeah, this was the one where the mom, so Opie's sister, had stolen a bunch of money from her daughter.
And gave it to her son. And update. We have spoke to the police, and she can't take legal action that way, as her mom was on the account. We also spoke with them about legal side of her moving in with us. And they said that at 16, they can't force her back as she has a safe place to live and that we can help financially support her. She's going to speak with her brother tonight to see if he will give the money back or at least tell her why he needs it so desperately. Update 2. Niece has spoken with her brother about the money. He asked their mother to borrow the money as he needed to pay for his insurance excess. He says that he didn't realize where the money came from and gave her the $200 he had in his account. He told her that he would pay the rest back when he can, so hopefully he actually does. He also offered to grab anything else she needed from her mother's place so that she wouldn't have to go back yet. Her father called last night and apologized for yelling at her, but said nothing about the money. All right, folks, what do you think of that update?
I mean, I'm glad the brother is not being a bad person in all of this.
Yeah.
It sounds like he was just unaware of where the money came from. And so hopefully the siblings can find a working relationship, even if the parents are really not good people.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where sometimes the golden child doesn't really realize how much of the golden child they are, and so from the way that OP originally painted this, it sounded like that he was just like a spoiled brat. But here, I mean, he's doing the right thing. So it's like, oh, he feels sincerely bad about stealing money from his sister.
Yeah, well, and it can be hard to see the favoritism if it's not pointed out to you. So he may not have been aware of how much his parents favor him.
Yeah, exactly. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some coffee right here, and Amber, she has a very silly, jovial Bobstein joke for us.
What did the abominable snowman think of the movie?
He thought it was abominable because he's the abominable snowman, and he thinks everything's abominable. And that's kind of his thing. He just goes around and downvotes everyone. He's just like, you downvoted. You downvoted.
It left him cold.
It left him cold. We all know that the abominable snowman has an agenda, and it's to make us all miserable. And I, like I said, have coffee, which is considerably less miserable than the snow.
Although I don't want either.
I want both.
I mean, coffee's at least warm. I don't want to drink it, but I don't mind being around the warmth. But I don't want to drink or be around snow.
I want to drink and be around snow, and I want it in my coffee. Since you don't, we're being contrarians today. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy, spectacular Saturday. I hope it's going spectacularly for you. It's a shorter one today because we had a live stream last night. So if you want, check out the live stream. It's still not live, but you can still stream it.
Yes, and we have costumes.
Yes, and we have costumes. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it in the form for a headline for a news segment.
Opinion. You shouldn't have to play happy family with your cheating ex and their fair child.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.